why you see Donald Trump always with a red tie, because that's symbolic of success.
All right.
Okay? So when the so-called white man seen that, he tried to put that characteristics of being they red people on them. But the scriptures plainly tell you one gonna come out red. Now let's find out. Keep reading.
And when her day to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there are twins in her womb.
Twins, okay? Not identical twins, but not identical twins, but paternal twins. And it says one came out red, remember?
Absolutely.
But it ain't gonna tell you what the other one looked like. So, according to them scriptures, the only red people on this planet, when you look at the characteristics, are so-called white people. Because they don't match my t-shirt.
Okay.
You see?
Yeah.
They don't match my t-shirt.
Okay.
And that's why you get the term redneck. When you down south, that term redneck, and you might, a truck might ride by and they'll have it on the back of their truck.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
So they telling you. You see? And that's the characteristics of Esau.
Yeah.
Okay? According to the Bible.
Okay.
That's the characteristics. Alright? And they'll try to say, well, my blood blue. Now I always get it confused sometimes when I explain this, but you know, I'm gonna explain it to you. When your blood goes to your veins, it's no oxygen.
Right, that's when it's blue.
That's when it's blue.
Yeah.
But according to the scriptures, he came out red, which is his blood is translucent, meaning you can see it through his skin.
Okay, I'm following you.
Because when the baby comes out, he's hollering and screaming.
Yeah.
You see? And you can see the blood in it.
Yeah.
You see? So it's giving you the characteristics of the so-called white people. Now I just explained to you about they not white, they don't match your hat.
Right.
You see? Now when you make them mad or get them upset, they turn red. You see? Those are the characteristics of them. So that's how we know through the spirit of the Most High and His Son that is the nation of the so-called white people.
Okay.
That's how we know.
I'm following you on that.
And the characteristics of them. But when you go into history and you read more and more and get deeper into the scriptures, you find out the characteristics of the white man, because in Genesis 27 it tells you his blessing. That it will be the sword. The modern day sword is the gun and causing destruction.
Absolutely.
So as a nation, we ain't talking about as an individual. As a nation of people, when they came into power in 1453, that's what they did, cause havoc on the earth.
Absolutely.
By using the sword.
Yep.
You see?
I completely agree with you there.
So that's how we know that the white man is so-called, that the white man is Edom, it's Esau. And the word Esau in Hebrew is Yahawah, which means wasted away, meaning his people. Okay, finish that up.
And the first came out red, all over like a hairy garment.
Now in the ancient time, they would make garments and they would have fur on them.
Right. So
when his father seen him, he explained it to him like that. You see? Because right here, when you when you go into the history and they talk about the caveman, that's what you got.
Yeah.
You see? All right. Now, read that again.
And the first came out red, all over like a hairy garment.
It said the first came out red, all over like a hairy garment, and that's symbolic. He's showing you the characteristics of them. And then you know a baby don't come out hairy all over. You see, but he giving you the characteristics of them and how it would look.
Right.
Okay, all right.
And they called his name Esau.
And they called his name Esau. Now he's the first. Okay, back up, it said the first shall serve the younger. The elder shall serve the younger. If you come out first, you the elder.
Yeah.
You see? Okay, keep reading.
And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel.
Now, it didn't describe the description of his brother. It didn't tell you the color of him because he was normal.
Yeah, he was the same as everybody else in the family.
You see? So, and it said his hand took hold of his heel, meaning in the future, we was going to put through the spirit of the Most High and his Son, because we can't do it. We ain't got the power. The Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans cannot take down this government. They're just foolish to try to do some madness like that. They're just totally insane. You see? We need the power of the Heavenly Father and his Son, and we need who people ignorantly call Jesus to come back and help us.
Okay.
You see?
Yeah.
So all we can do right now is stand out here and teach the word. That's it.
That's
okay.
Yeah.
So that's what that's telling you right there symbolically, that in the future, which is now, the time is short, that eventually we're gonna pull this white man, so-called white man, down and put him in slavery for all the things that he did to us as a nation of people. And guess what? He was our brother, but he was on the left-hand side.
Right.
Because everything that's wicked is on the left-hand side. The righteous sit on the right. Keep going.
And his name was called Jacob.
And his name was called Jacob, which Jacob means supplanter. Okay? Because just like it tell you in the scriptures in Corinthians, in the book of Corinthians, the righteous are deceivers. The righteous, if I ain't saying it correctly, but it said the righteous yet deceivers, but yet are true. Because the Most High ordained it for that to happen to Esau, for him to lose his birthrights.
Okay.
All right, keep reading.
And as it was 60 years old when she buried them.
Yeah, she was 60. All right.
And the boys grew, and Esau was cunning hunter.
A cunning hunter. He was a cunning hunter. Meaning he went out and hunt, he did that, which they do it today. So-called white men will come one with the forest. He'll get them put on all green and everything. He'll lay down in there, camouflage everything.
Okay.
That's what he do.
All right.
All right, keep going.
A man of the field.
A man of the field. Now he had to learn how to do that. He had to learn how to do that. All right, keep going.
And Jacob was a plain man.
And Jacob was a plain man. Because when you read back up, it tell you one shall be stronger than the other. So that's why I say he had to learn how to do that. And it say Jacob was a plain man, meaning Jacob was complete. He could already do it. Yeah. That's why you don't see a lot of black men in these colleges and things of that nature. They go out and do things on their own.
Okay.
Because they don't need that help. They're complete already. You see? But that's just an example of it. All right, keep going.
Dwelling in tents.
Dwelling in tents. Meaning he stayed in the house a lot. You see? All right.
And Isaac loved Esau.
And Isaac loved Esau. The father loved Esau. Okay? Read.
Because he did not eat of his vintage.
He did not eat of his vintage. Keep going.
And Rebekah loved Jacob.
And Rebekah loved Jacob. His mother loved him. You see? All right. Keep going.
And Jacob saw potters.
Saw his pottage.
Saw potters. And Esau came from the field, and he was faint.
And he was weak. Okay? Keep reading.
And Esau said unto Jacob.
And that pottage was like deer meat. Okay? All right, keep going.
Feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage.
With that same red pottage. Now, this Esau talking right now. The so-called white man.
Right.
All right?
For I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom.
Edom mean red. Okay? It said, therefore his name was called Edom, meaning red. All right?
And Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright.
Now, Jacob asked him, he said, sell me your birthright. Because any firstborn of a man, everything will go to the firstborn of the son.
Yep.
According to the scriptures. So Jacob said, look, sell me your birthright. And let's find out what Esau did for a piece of meat.
Okay.
Because, see, the white man characteristics is he materialistic. He want it right now. He want it right now. He ain't got no patience.